Hello, Pan here, and in this video I'll be talking about some basics of solo living that may or may not be obvious. So, let's begin. The first thing you're gonna need to solo lib is, well, a decent lib. You can see my loadout here. I'll probably talk more about this in a future video. This is the most effective loadout I've used so far, and the rest of this video assumes that you have at least the Dalton tank buster and afterburner. You'll also want the awareness implant to show you where all the enemies are and what's shooting at you. Seat switching is pretty simple, however there is a few things you have to keep in mind. First is the most important, and that is not to move your mouse in the second before using F2. This will prevent your lib from spinning out. Secondly, you always want to take only one shot every time you switch. Otherwise the lib will start falling rapidly, and hitting shots while falling is problematic at best. There are a few exceptions, like when fighting a two-man lib, since it's very hard to hit you with Dalton while you're falling. And thirdly, always wait half a second after shooting the Dalton before switching back, since otherwise the Dalton may not reload, and that is very, very bad. Engaging ESFs can range from trivial to extremely difficult, and there is a wide variety of situations you can find yourself in. There won't be time to go over everything in this video, so I'll just give you a few basics to get you started. When fighting against a single ESF, your best bet is to be very aggressive. Your weapons are best at close range, and if you keep the pressure up, he'll have to keep dodging and reduce his DPS against you. What I like to do is pitch up as much as possible and shoot a tank buster even if I know it won't hit, preventing the opponent from going above me. This often allows me to turn my Dalton on him while he's trying to dodge the tank buster and shoot him in the face. Another thing you can try against someone you know is much better than you is to try to fake a retreat to the warp gate and wait for him to go in for the kill. This can give you a relatively easy Dalton shot. When fighting multiple ESFs, you have to keep your cool and always target the one that looks like the easiest shot. Countless times I've been attacked by 3 or 4 enemies, I kill 2 of them and then the rest run away even if you're heavily damaged. Never underestimate the fear that you command by having a one-hit kill weapon on your belly. If you want to get better with the Dalton, I suggest you watch some Solo Liberator montages to learn how to lead. Fortunately, there is no shortage of those on YouTube. Libs and gals can take a lot of damage to take down, and since you're going solo, I suggest that you get the drop on them. It can be tempting to take long-range Dalton shots, but it will only alert them to your presence. When fighting enemy Dalton libs, it's important that you know that the lib is bad at turning left and right. So if you want to avoid the tank buster, you want to use the afterburner just before they start tank busting and go to their side. This opens them up to a Dalton shot and saves you from taking tons of damage. Shredder libs are a different story, as you need to kill them as fast as possible. If they also have a walker, you won't be able to escape, so I suggest you go YOLO and do a tank bust Dalton combo, since usually they won't one-clip you. Also, libs are very loud and you can usually hear them long before they are in your range, so as soon as you hear something suspicious, quickly identify the threat and decide if you want to run or fight. And lastly, galaxies. Skywalls can be found in packs carrying squads, solo with walkers going around killing everything, or as spawn points flying near bases. Those carrying squads are dangerous since they have support of other galaxies in the pack, but they won't go after you if you try to escape, so you should keep your distance. Galaxies being used as spawn points are free food, just don't let them bait you into enemy AA. The big threat comes from battle gals that have walkers and drakes. They will bleed your health dry if you try to escape, so make sure you do some damage before they start firing, and try to keep out of the line of sight of as many guns as possible. Well, this is pretty much it as far as basics of solo living go. Follow these simple instructions and you'll be well on the way to farming air peasants all over our axis. See ya in the air.